And welcome everyone to another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by Dan O'Shea and Tony Casper. Gents, how you doing?
Wonderful. Delicious.
You're doing delicious?
Right now? Yeah.
Delicious.
Full on delicious. We got a good show tonight. We're going to talk SEC football as we finish up our preview, because games start this weekend, kind of. And we are going to be doing our fantasy draft live tonight. As we had mentioned previously, we invited 6 members of the Sports Jungle to drop their best fantasy team name. And the 6 we liked the best are the ones that we picked to join us. So, without further ado, we're going to pick out of a hat to set the draft order, and we're drafting tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, Dan O'Shea, you're the league commissioner for the league, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to draw these names out of a hat, and the way we're going to do it so that we build suspense, first team name drawn is going to pick last until we get all the way to first. Instead of announcing who's going to be first right away, I feel like whoever's going to be picked first should be last. The second pick should be second to last, and so on. So, are you ready?
Yeah, you ain't first, you're last.
You ain't first, you're last. Because
In this scenario, when you're picked first, you are last.
Yes. So, what I did is cut pieces of paper, and I know the sizes of the piece of paper and what team is on each piece. So I'm not going to be picking. Tony's going to be picking so that we have fairness, because I can already tell which one my team name is.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think we're ready. All right, and we've got the first one. What's the team name?
Country Roads, Take Me Mahomes.
Oh, Dan O'Shea picks last. Dan O'Shea, I'm sorry for you, man. You're picking last.
And I am.
Although at least you get the snake.
Yeah, I don't mind last that much. I honestly, I hate being, like,
In the middle.
6.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy.
All right, Tony, you ready to pick the next one? All right, so picking number 9 is...
The JJJ twat.
Oh, the JJ Twat picking at 9. Ooh, tough break. Tough break for the twat.
That's what you get for being a twat.
That's what you get for being a twat. All right, Tony, who's going to be picking number 8?
Not me. Jack McGough, my personal favorite.
Jack McGough picking at number 8. And number 7 here.
Fuck. Your Thielens.
Fuck your Thielens, which is Tony.
God damn it.
So let's just recap right now the picks.
Nope, let's get this over with so I can kick everyone's ass at 6th pick.
At 6th pick. Okay. Who's picking number 5?
Wait. Did I miss one?
Oh, no, that's 10, 9, 8, 7. So this is number 6. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Jerry's kids.
Jerry's kids picking number 6.
Good. There's nothing that I like more than being after Dan.
That's not me.
That's not... Oh, yeah, that's right. You liked it. It was your selection.
Yeah, that was my selection. That's not me, though.
Good. I don't like picking near you. Juju Smith Shoe Store.
That's Dan Beebe picking at number 5. Juju Smith Shoe Store. Picking at number 4, we have
1.21 JJ Watts.
1.21 JJ Watts picking at number 4. Means I'm top 3. Holy shit.
You'll still lose.
I'll still lose.
The Daniel Jonestown Massacre.
Picking at number 3.
You might get the first pick.
No, that's me.
That's you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's the one you...
That's the name I came up with. Daniel Jonestown Massacre picking at 3, which is me.
Dak Goose.
Dak Goose, which was Dan Beebe's pick.
So, process of
number
elimination.
I fart in your general direction. The one we all agreed on being the best gets the number 1 overall pick.
I agree with that for that happening.
That is fantastic. Congratulations to Mike Vanoy for getting the number 1 pick. Jesus Christ. Draft starts at 9 p.m. Dan O'Shea, do you have the order set or do you need us to repeat them?
I believe I have it set, but we could certainly go through it one more time just to be sure.
To recap, going the opposite direction. So picking first. I fart in your general direction. Dak Goose at 2. The Daniel Jonestown Massacre at 3. That guy sucks. 1.21 J.J. Watts. At 4. Juju Smith Shoe Store at 5. Jerry's Kids at 6. Fuck Your Thielens at 7. Jack Me Goff at 8. The JJ Twat at 9. And Country Roads Take Me to Mahomes at 10.
Oh, Dan O'Shea.
I gotta switch Dak Goose and JJ Watts.
All right. So, this is going to be fun. I don't know what to do with the third pick because I've basically been planning on having pick 5, 6, or 7. So I had in my mind what I was going to do with that pick.
I'm going to tell you what I do to get ready for every fantasy draft. Nothing. And completely wing it. Unless it's a keeper and then I'm required. And that's why I kept 4 running backs last night.
Kept 4 running backs.
I didn't draft a single running back. I kept 4 running backs. My 5 keepers this year were Derek Carr, Ezekiel Elliott, Devontae Freeman, Kerryon Johnson, and Mark Ingram. I didn't draft a single running back.
I can honestly tell you I would not draft Kerryon Johnson very high because not that I don't think he's good, not that I don't think he could lead the league
in theory,
touches.
In theory, I could have him as my 5th round pick. So I'll take him in round 5.
That's great. I just don't think the Lions know what they're doing with him.
That's all right. My first pick, I got Drew Brees because somebody didn't keep him, even though you could keep 5 people.
Maybe they think he's old and he's going to just fall off the
definitely
fucking
old,
face of the
but
earth.
I'm willing to take that bet. I also had the first write-in because there was no sticker for Josh Gordon. Apparently, they assumed he wasn't going to get back in.
Awesome. Well, had to write in Josh Gordon.
Hey, man, that is the ultimate gamble.
It is. And we always ask, or we always talk about it, do you think Josh Gordon is going to get suspended for drugs first or leave the team and check himself into rehab first?
Wild card, he hits someone with his car and gets suspended.
Just plain gets arrested.
Yeah. I'm going to go a different direction because nothing's off the table when you're talking about Josh Gordon. He's like, you know what I need to do to really be considered Randy Moss? Hit somebody with my truck.
That wasn't Randy Moss. That was...
I'm pretty sure Randy Moss hit somebody with
Dante
a truck.
Stallworth.
I'm pretty sure Moss did it too.
Maybe.
I mean, I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure he did. Because I have a pretty good memory about remembering people for their worst deeds possible. Like, Ben Roethlisberger's forever a rapist.
Yeah, no, he is.
And Marshawn Lynch definitely... Yeah, Marshawn Lynch definitely, not allegedly, killed an old woman in Buffalo. Because he was driving during a snowstorm. And don't even try and tell me he wasn't baked.
I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. But I think what he's going to be remembered for most is holding my dick. Beast mode in that playoff game against the Rams.
Brett Favre, great legacy. Still
dick
creepy.
pic.
Yeah, still creepy sending dick pics.
Yep. Although his legacy is going to be Wrangler jeans.
That's probably true.
Yeah, so speaking of legacy, Vince McMahon has a legacy. And are we going to see that legacy continue, or are we going to see that legacy die with the rebirth of the XFL? They announced the 8 teams and the 8 logos, and I've been reading articles about this shit, and I am just going to be honest. Whoever put these articles together, because some of them are rankings, lists of worst teams to best, one of the fucking lists had the worst team name, the Dallas Renegades, and the best, the Houston Roughnecks.
Well, that's clearly wrong.
Right?
Ranking any of these is stupid.
It is stupid.
Nobody knows what this is going to be.
Well, no, just off the team names and logos.
Is it a slow week?
No, it's not necessarily a slow week. They're just a bad writer.
I couldn't care less about ranking a team based on logo and team name.
What do you...
Whatever.
What do you think about... We'll go through the team names.
And for the record, May 24th, 2002, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Randy Moss was arrested after being accused of bumping a traffic control agent with his car.
Okay. Bumping or hitting?
It says bumping, but...
Okay. Because I think bumping and hitting are two very different...
You're splitting hairs here, okay? They're words that mean relatively the same thing.
Well, I mean, bumping is like he was going like a mile an hour and touched her. Hitting is like going 35 and bitch flew over the hood.
It really doesn't matter. You're in a motor vehicle.
All right. So, like I said, XFL team names have been announced. Some of them are good. Some are okay. Some are really fucking bad. St. Louis Battlehawks. I think that name is kind of stupid. I think if you took out battle and put in war, I think Warhawks would have been better. It just sounds better.
I mean, Warhawks is known. That one's not the worst.
No, it's not the worst. I'm telling you right now, the fucking Houston Roughnecks is the worst.
I like it.
I don't hate the name of the Roughnecks, but the logo is just like, come on, be a little more original. Like, let's not just be the freaking Oilers.
Right? It looks just like the old Oilers.
With a name like that, you should have had the Squidbillies be your logo.
That'd be Rednecks.
Is that really that far off from a roughneck?
I don't know what a roughneck is.
Well, then you don't know. It might be a Squidbilly.
It might be a fucking Squidbilly. But Roughnecks... Anyways, we'll get to the Roughnecks. Seattle Dragons.
There's no dragons in Seattle.
There's no dragons anywhere.
You don't know that. You been in China?
Komodo disagrees.
The Komodo's not a dragon, it's a fucking lizard.
It's still called dragon.
You're a fucking lizard. The kind of insightful shit you only hear on Dan D'Antoni Sports.
Yeah.
You're a fucking lizard.
Alright, keep going through this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I think we can all agree Seattle Dragons is bad. It sounds like a soccer team or something, maybe.
It sounds like a high school. My high school, if you played sports on a field, you were the Huskies. If you played on a court or in the water, you were Dragons. Which, that's stupid in its own right, but...
Yeah, that's definitely...
We'll move on. But no, Dragons is fucking stupid.